What if I told you that a prophet living 700 years before Jesus was born described his virgin birth, his suffering, and his crucifixion with such accuracy that skeptics claim he must have written it after the events happened? Meet Isaiah, the aristocratic prophet from Jerusalem who had a vision so terrifying it left him crying, "Woe is me! I am ruined!" Yet he became the voice that would echo through centuries, predicting the Messiah's coming with breathtaking precision. From royal courts to divine visions, from confronting kings to prophesying Christ's birth, this is the incredible story of the man who saw Jesus before Jesus was born. Isaiah ben Amoz, that's his full name, was born around 765 BC into Jerusalem's aristocracy. Unlike many prophets who came from humble backgrounds, Isaiah was likely a nobleman with direct access to the royal palace. According to ancient Jewish tradition, his father Amos was the brother of King Amaziah, making Isaiah a cousin to the royal family. This explains his intimate knowledge of court politics and his fearless access to kings. Growing up in Jerusalem during the prosperous reign of King Uzziah, young Isaiah witnessed the height of Judean power and prosperity. The temple was magnificent, trade was booming, and the kingdom seemed invincible. Everything changed in 740 BC when King Uzziah died. According to Isaiah 6:1-8, Isaiah was in the temple when suddenly the walls seemed to dissolve and he found himself in the throne room of heaven itself. Picture this: the Lord, high and exalted, sitting on a throne with the train of his robe filling the temple. 6-winged seraphim flying above, calling out, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord Almighty." The doorposts shaking, smoke filling the room. Isaiah's response? "Woe to me, I am ruined. I am a man of unclean lips, living among a people of unclean lips, and my eyes have seen the King." But then mercy! A seraphim flew to him with a live coal from the altar, touching his lips and declaring his guilt taken away, his sin atoned for. When God asked, "Whom shall I send?" Isaiah's response would echo through history. "Here am I, send me." During the reign of King Ahaz, when Judah was threatened by the alliance of Israel and Syria, Isaiah delivered one of history's most famous prophecies, according to Isaiah 7:14. "The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and will call him Emmanuel." But Ahaz rejected Isaiah's counsel, choosing instead to make an alliance with Assyria, a decision that would have catastrophic consequences for the nation. Later, when the mighty Assyrian army surrounded Jerusalem during Hezekiah's reign, it was Isaiah who boldly proclaimed God's deliverance. According to Isaiah 37, while politicians panicked, Isaiah confidently declared that not a single arrow would be shot into the city. That night, the angel of the Lord struck down 185,000 Assyrian soldiers. Jerusalem was saved. But Isaiah's greatest legacy isn't his political prophecies, it's his stunning predictions about the coming Messiah. Writing 700 years before Jesus' birth, Isaiah describes events with such precision, it's almost supernatural. Isaiah 9:6-7 speaks of a child born who will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. His government will be upon his shoulder, and his kingdom will have no end. Isaiah 53 is so detailed about Christ's suffering that it reads like an eyewitness account of the crucifixion. The suffering servant, wounded for our transgressions, crushed for our iniquities, led like a lamb to the slaughter. Isaiah wasn't just about future prophecies. He was a fierce social reformer who challenged the corruption of his day. He condemned the wealthy who oppressed the poor, judges who took bribes, and religious leaders who went through the motions without heart transformation. According to Isaiah 1:10-17, God told the people through Isaiah that their sacrifices and festivals were detestable because they ignored justice and mercy. Learn to do right, seek justice, defend the oppressed, take up the cause of the fatherless, plead the case of the widow. Isaiah 58 reveals his famous teaching about true fasting, not just abstaining from food, but breaking chains of injustice, setting the oppressed free, sharing food with the hungry, and clothing the naked. Isaiah wasn't a lone wolf prophet. He was married to a prophetess, and they had children whose names were prophetic signs. His son Shir-Jashub means, "A remnant will return," and Maher-Shalal-Hashbaz means, "Quick to the plunder, swift to the spoil." Isaiah's ministry spanned the reigns of multiple kings, from prosperity under Uzziah to the dark days of Assyrian threat under Hezekiah. Through it all, he remained faithful to his calling, even when it meant delivering messages nobody wanted to hear. He witnessed the northern kingdom of Israel fall to Assyria, saw Jerusalem miraculously delivered, and lived through some of the most tumultuous times in Jewish history. The Bible doesn't record Isaiah's death, but ancient Jewish tradition, referenced in Hebrews 11:37, suggests he was martyred during the reign of the wicked king Manasseh, Hezekiah's son. His final prophecies in Isaiah 40:66 are among the most beautiful and hope-filled passages in Scripture, describing the coming of the suffering servant and the ultimate restoration of all things. Isaiah's influence extends far beyond his lifetime. His prophecies are quoted more than any other Old Testament book in the New Testament. Jesus himself read from Isaiah 61 in the synagogue at Nazareth, declaring that the prophecy was fulfilled in their hearing. From Handel's Messiah to countless Christmas carols, Isaiah's words continue to proclaim Christ's coming. "For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given." His message still echoes today. "Here am I, send me." Are you willing to be God's voice in your generation, to speak truth to power, to defend the oppressed and proclaim hope to the hopeless? Remember, the same God who called a young aristocrat in ancient Jerusalem is still calling ordinary people today to extraordinary purposes. Your "Here am I, send me" moment might be closer than you think.